Welcome back to Honest Straightforward Reviews, guys. I'm super excited today to bring a comparison between the Beoplay H95 and the Quiet Comfort 35 second generation for you guys. Now, before I continue, I'd like to let you guys know this channel completely survives on your subscriptions, watching my videos, and liking them. So if you don't mind, please do all those three. It will help out massively and you'll be supporting my work. This video will be distributed in a few segments. First, I'll look at the unboxing experience. Then I'll be looking at the case or lack of. Then I'll be doing a physical comparison, followed by the features, app, and noise cancellation, transparency mode, and finally I'll be talking about the sound quality. Now, let's look at the Bose first, because that's going to be relatively easy because there's not much to see here. The information is just on the borderlining a bit too much. They've got a really nice front, but nice side, but then there's too much information. I like seeing it a bit bland. Looking inside, it's very easy to open up. So that's all you get. There's just a bit of paperwork there. With the Beoplay H95, by the way, if you guys want to see the proper unboxing of these, I'll have that in the link on the top right hand corner. Now this is very much like memory foam, so it's very soft on this side, and also you'll be getting what is the manual and a very soft cloth to clean your Beoplay headphones. Now let's look at the cases. So the Beoplay, you get a leather feeling case with cloth and also a little pouch on the back as well. It's got a plastic zip, and when you open it up, that's where you get everything. And you can also have a pouch here for all the items being stored. It's got a little bit of a cushioning here that I like to keep so it doesn't bang around for the headphones. With the Bang & Olufsen, it's got a very nice metal feeling case, and it's very shiny and it's color matched to your headphones. So the color I'm using on these Bang & Olufsen's are called Nordic Ice. Okay, this is how it looks. It's very nice, very soft inside, and you have all your cabling in there as well. Now let's look at the cabling that you get. First of all, to notice is rubber. Okay, everything is rubber. You get a 3.5 to 2.5, very annoying cable with a Quiet Comfort 35. Bose does this for all of their headphones, which is annoying. I find 3.5 should be what they are doing, because that's the industry standard. The charger is micro USB to USB-A, so that's what you got to remember. With the Bang & Olufsen's, you get a very nice looking airplane adapter. Okay, I've not seen anything that is like this. It's very nice and it's color matched. Also the wiring, you get USB-C to USB-A, and it's color matched with this cloth fabric going around the cables, and you get a 3.5 to 3.5 headphone jack as well. Now these are the headphones, and that's how they sit inside the case. So the Bose, you can actually do it like this as well, which will stop it from banging around. Okay, if you're just carrying it like that, you can do it like this, but you can't have it both in like the Bang & Olufsen. The Bang & Olufsen H9 are magical in terms how they can get it like this. It's very nice, okay, and it swivels out like that. I am quite impressed by them, how they have managed to get both of them in. Okay, they can squeeze both in there. As you can see with the Bose, they're struggling to get both of them in here. All right, now let's look at some of the similarities. Both of these have the speakers on a slant to complement your ear. You cannot take these off quite easily as these. These are magnetic and they can come off, and you can see the quality built in there as well. Looking at the Bang & Olufsen's, it's got lambskin leather here, lambskin leather ear cups, which are really soft and comfortable. They're very clampy, they really strongly clamp. on your head, which is great. They don't come off easily at all. However, they're complemented by the very soft ear cups that help them not be uncomfortable. They also have the oval shape, which I am a big fan of, and that basically makes sure that they are very, very comfortable to wear. They've also got a very soft headband up here as well, which is cloth on this side, which goes onto your head. Now, this is the resistance. The resistance is just perfect. Okay, you've got a basically Siri button, let's call it, or voice assistant button on the left ear cup. You've also got a dial. What this dial does is very nice to see on this headphones, is basically it increases the noise cancellation to the maximum or decreases it to transparency mode. So you've got different levels you can go on with. On the right hand side, you've got the headphone jack, the USB charger, the on off Bluetooth pairing button, and also a volume dial again as well. So this is very handy as well. On the right ear cup, you can pause, tap to pause and skip like that. So that's basically the H95. These guys have a leather feeling cups as well. They're very, very comfortable. The clamp, I feel like the Bose have it just right. It's so hard to get the clamp right. Some places, some headphones do it too loose. The H9 Beoplay 3rd generation comes into mind. They are so loose that if you have any head movement, they just come off. Whereas the H95 for me is just a bit too clampy, even though they have very comfortable ear pads. Whereas the QC35 are just right. They're oval, they're clamped just hard enough, and they're very comfortable to wear. Now the material is leather feeling, both on both sides here and on both the cups, and cloth underneath. They're plastic for the rest, and that's just very nice. Clicking sound, I like it. I can't fault these at all for comfort. Obviously for design and style and material, the H95s are far superior. When it comes to the sound profile, both have a very neutral sound profile, although the H95 do bass a tiny bit better. On the phone calls, I feel like the H95, I can't fault them at all, and the Beoplay, they're not the best for phone calls. Another feature that the H95 do really well is wind reduction. When you have the noise cancellation at max, you can take it another step further by having the wind reduction on, which reduces any wind noises. I really like that about these headphones. They work really well. I've tested them thoroughly and I've never seen anything that is this good. Even the Sony Mark IV and Mark Vs have this feature, but they don't do it as well. The Bose has a great noise cancellation. I can't fault it at all. However, when you are in a very noisy environment where it needs to turn it up and you can feel the pressure going onto your ear, it can get the music a tiny bit muffled, whereas you don't suffer from that with this guy. You can also adjust it if you're feeling like the pressure is a bit too much on your ears and you don't need the noise cancellation to be as high. You can reduce it very easily. The Bose has an app which does not offer an equalizer. This has some sort of equalizer that you can use. It's called a warmth and this and that. It's not a proper equalizer. So both of them, the app isn't that great. They let you software update it and things like that, but nothing too fancy. When it comes to the sound, I like the sound on both of them. I do feel like the H95 are a tiny bit clearer than the Bose, and that bass really complements things as well. Let's get on to the verdict. Personally, between these, it's a very hard pick. You can't really go wrong with either of these. The deciding factor for most people, I feel like, would be style and material. So if you're a person who is very, very much materialistic, so if you're after headphones that are using absolute top-notch materials, then you'll go for the H95. However, if you want something that is as good with as good a sound and noise cancellation, then you'd be going for the Bose. Another thing about the material you'll have to bear in mind is that this titanium that it's using is quite light and strong, but it's very easily marked. So this, see that mark over here where my finger is? That mark, I have only used it for a week and I'm quite careful with my items. I dropped it on a carpet floor from knee high and it just banged the table on the way and it got that mark. So it's very easily to scratch this guy over here, whereas this is made out of plastic, and this is 2 years 3 years old now, and it still doesn't have any issues. All right guys, that's basically it. Let me know in the comments, which one will you go for? Which one would you like, and what do you think about the H95 and their 1650 price tag here in Australia? You can get these guys for about $250 now, that it's cheaper with the QC45 out. All right, thank you for watching to the end. Take good care. Bye bye.